Scene is set here for another epic battle between these two great rivals. Steve Matai, the new look Matai at that, as we go downstairs now for the pre-match haka. Prizes for guessing who is public enemy #1 here tonight. His name, Willie Mason, just for the record after what we've just seen. Interestingly, Mason to start this one off the bench. Coach Ricky Stewart obviously playing ducks and drakes before the game. They did tell us it would be unchanged. That, of course, is not the case. Hallertau, West Tigers utility. Filling the role at hooker here tonight in this test match. Chet goes up for the Kiwis. Here's Webb, twinkle toes himself. Jones across to Kidwell. And the future South Sydney player goes to ground. Quick play the ball, Nigel Vungana. Everybody asleep. Vungana is so close and probably has been held up, but everybody for the Australians was caught napping.
Well, they'll go to the top to have a look at this, but go to David Kidwell. Talk about speed off the ground, being able to get the defenders in. Then it's a quick play the ball. And one smarter, his involvement already so early in the game, Nigel Vungana, second big play. The first was when it went wide, and he found a kick at the end of it. This one coming out of the acting half. But I don't think we're going to see a green light on this one.
A bold display, but he may well have pinched 4 points here. Here we go, the two video referees, one from either side of the Tasman. They've given it. Well, quite staggering. Nigel Vungana has been given 4 points. The opening try of the series, and the Kiwis will play from in front thanks to benefit of them down. Off the tee, she looks great. Crowd reaction tells the story. He converts the Vungana try. Jones, flat ball, maybe forward, play on's the call. Intercept, what a gift for Thurston. Has he got the pace? Black jumpers coming from everywhere on the Cowboys playmaker, and they've got him thanks to the desperation of Kedwell. Kiwis under pressure here, big pressure. Gasnier beats a couple, still going. Mannering is struggling to put him on the deck.
Well played, Manu Vatava. He made a call.
Lockyer to nobody. Bouncing ball. My tour. New cap. Another of these could have been Kiwis. 10 metres out. Options left and right. They come the left side. Here's Hodges. Big step. Evasive customer. Strong customer. Tricky customer. Looking for the try. Hodges looking to do it himself.
Wait, Simon.
Smith. Thurston. The play the ball was dodgy. We'll come back to that. Here comes the try. They had numbers, and it's Carmichael Hunt out wide in his second test match for Australia, putting the green and golds on the board at Mount Smart. 6 plays, 4, kick to come, 14 gone.
And go all the way back to the break there by Thurston. He was on the, perhaps at first look was an offside position, but he got the ball, he got the pass, and then it became a foot race all the way down. There's Thurston standing on this side. Thank you, and away he goes. But look at the chase coming from Kidwell on the far side. They got down, but they were always under pressure. They were always in all sorts of bother. Manu Vatava does well when he elects to come in and finds Gazzy in the next ensuing play. But then they shifted, and Hodges, didn't he do some wonderful work in setting this one up? The numbers were there. Carmichael Hunt, 4 points.
Carmichael Hunt getting a try. Of course, the Battle of Brisbane was something he'd rather forget after being stretched off in that one.
The goal kicking of Thurston in this year's State of Origin series was nothing short of sensational.
Thurston, will he squeeze it? Will he? What? He raises the flags. Does the North Queensland attacking genius himself 6-6 at Mount Smart.
Stay in, mate. Keep Brendan Roy. Right out.
Head and feet here to the Kangaroos. Here they go once more. Show and go with Greg Inglis. Can play fullback, centre, 5'8", wing, you name it. What a play this kid will do.
But the little 50-50s are starting to take their toll.
Australia from close range once more. They look to set it up with O'Donnell. Captured by Hallertown. Thurston, Lockyer, across to Maitua. Lovely tackle. Soliola around the bootlaces. They come back to right side with Lockyer. Thurston. Where's Hunt? There's Carmichael Hunt. Special K, special kid, special player. He gets a double, and the Aussies hit the front.
I'll tell you what, the Kiwis were lucky on the play previous as well. Justin Hodges just a little too far back when they went wide. If he had been on the shoulder there, Rennie Maitua, they would have scored on the left-hand side. But again, the Broncos combination comes to the fore again. The two-man play, Carmichael Hunt, nice line running.
The expensive game of this Kangaroo side, courtesy of Darren Lockyer. And now the man who's taken over from Andrew Johnson, Jonathan Thurston, coming to the floor.
The former Dally M medalist, and again he has slotted it. So the Kangaroos, 2 converted tries after conceding early. They lead this 12-6, 18 gone at Mount Smart.
Out.
Looks to set up King. No, he doesn't. King hits the advertising hoardings, and there's a stink on. Look at this. It's spilling over into the in goal. Oh, this is ugly. Cameraman's been taken out. The players, the melee is spilled over towards the running track. Ashley Klein struggling to take control here, but fiery stuff in the series opener.
Well, the crowd roar, but I don't know whether this is required. They go wide with Gaznia and King. And King, who overran the ball, gets a shoulder out of the way. And the referee's got a job to do here, so let's listen in.
Back King.
First punch is the instigator.
Okay, mate, there's no need for that at all. Ball miles out. Hey, no need to talk. Back away now. Penalty's going to go again. Shoot over here.
I'll tell you what, there's a few players getting a little hot under the collar all of a sudden here at Mount Smart as the Kiwis get the penalty once more. Matt King, it hasn't been a good month for him. Lost a grand final, bagged the ref, got fined $5,000. Now he's been hung out to dry after that.
But so important now that the Kiwis have found themselves able to find some composure and take advantage of this little opportunity that's been afforded to them. They've got some of the Kangaroos a little miffed, but they now need to be dominant in the next set and finish with some good territory.
They need a repeat set of 6, Peter. That's what they need. They need some football down this other end of the football field. So if they can keep marching their way up here and get a good kick on the end of it, they're a show.
Now with the carry for the Kiwis, former captain himself, Nathan Kalis. Blair. Welcome to Test match football. Former Northland schoolboy. Jones running the show. Boom! Into Sivanasiva. He takes the tackle of the big man.
Forget about taking the tackle. He took the hit as well. Bounced out and looked to continue up the back end.
Webb slices the kick. King's got it. Matt King has it under control for the Kangaroos.
Stacey Jones didn't actually want to take that ball to the line because he took himself out of play to kick the last tackle option, and that left it to Webb. And while the kick was a good one, it wasn't high enough. Didn't get a clean shot on it for our attacking wing over there. And Matu Vatuvai, should I say. And King tidies up well for Australia.
Isn't that a nice little contest as well? What a hit! What a hit, David Kidwell. David Kidwell with round 2.
What about the trash talk?
We saw round 1 in the grand final. That was up against Sivanasiva. Well, this time, he just took out the guy that had the most to say.
And it looks like it got him right in the ribs too, Ropo. The way Mason's gone down, we'll have a look at he comes in from his blind side. Boom, right on the ball, right on the elbow. which means a ribcage shot for sure. And watch him go down the big guy, Willie, straight to the deck, and he's still there.
Willie Mason, he had plenty to say in the early part of the week, but look who's doing the talking now.
And check out under the eye. As the game goes on, that'll close.
King to Lockyer working the ruck across the back. Mason comes back in for some action and cops it. Guess who's in there? Kidwell.
Good shot. Soliola led the way, but Kidwell, you're right, Darryl wasn't far away. Lockyer under pressure. Thurston back on the inside. And now Kite straight up Main Street. Over the top she goes. And now to Hodges. He's got support. Inglis is chopped down. The Kiwis at 6s and 7s here as Hodges fires the pass. It's been intercepted, but Stacey Jones is a mile offside.
No advantage.
And this will slow the game down with a shot at goal.
Here's the shot from Thurston. It's 3 from 3 off the boot for the man on screen. He adds another 2, and the buffer is now 8 points. 8 before the break. It's the Aussies at 14-6. Much more competitive affair, this one tonight. And you look back to what happened in Brisbane when the Aussies put 50 on the Kiwis. 4 before the break. 8 points the margin. Here's Wiki, the captain, to Jones. Long-time teammates here in Auckland, of course. Kalis plays it back. And now hitting it up is the new kid on the block, Adam Blair. Did not start a game for the Melbourne Storm this year, but got to play in a grand final. Now in a test match. Pritchard, he hits it up. Jerome Ropati filling in a dummy half now for the Kiwis in the back end of the first half. One more to play here for the NZers as they go to Jones. And the kick, he threads the needle towards the in goal. Carmichael Hunt trapped in the corner. Nowhere to go. They pick him up. They drive him back. They tip him up. He loses the ball. And we've got a goal line dropout coming up after all that.
Keep the rock area tight, okay? Don't hold on too long.
Stacey Jones missed the mid-season test match, of course, did play against Great Britain in that capitulation against the Lions when the Kiwis were clearly under strength. Here they go. They've got a shot at Australia just before the break, and this is Blair.
What about that kick? 63 metres from Darren Lockyer. Unbelievable.
Not the first time we've seen it either this season. What has been a stellar year for the Brisbane, Queensland and Australian captain as Wiki hits it up and takes him stopping. 14 metres out, they go to Jones at first receiver. Holds up the pass for Pritchard. The Aussies on their own goal line all of a sudden. Jones calling the shots. Passes to nobody. Here goes Gasnier. Has he got the pace? Mannering gives chase. Mannering on Gasnier. He's the only man that can get him. Gasnier's got plenty of pace and will get there. Remarkable. A try from nothing, and there is no substitute for pace. Just ask Mark Gasnier. He has streeted the field. Mannering gave chase, couldn't get there, and what a crucial try for the Kangaroos. It is 18-6 with half-time almost upon us.
Cruel. When the last play seemed to be favouring the Kiwi, the ball from the Kiwi, should I say, from Stacey Jones going wide with no real option runners, no one deep, and the flat pass gets picked up. A valiant effort, valiant. And now Jonathan Thurston spent plenty of time with the Dogs kicking goals in reserve grade. Also spent a bit of time with Ricky Stewart when Stewart was coaching there. Some time behind Azamil Masri. Loves this sort of kick.
The back end of his season, of course, with North Queensland plagued by injury, but he is back. Back for the Tri Nations. Off the tee. Looks good, curling around. Looks great. Right over the crossbar as the siren sounds in the background. The Kiwis, they scored the first try, but since then the Aussies have gone bang, bang, bang. 3 straight tries. They lead by 14. Half-time at Mount Smart. And it's the Kangaroos leading New Zealand 20 points to 6 in game 1 of the Gillette Tri-Nations. Hindmarsh.
Surrender!
Centre of the ground, 29 out. Berrigan comes the right side. Now the switch, Lockyer across to Thurston. Set move from the Kangaroos, and away it goes. Inglis, and he'll score straight up the middle.
They have persisted all night going back into the centre.
Just check to see whether one of the players got taken out. So check for an instruction marker.
Rehearsed play from the Kangaroos. Ricky Shield would be pleased. He'll be even more pleased if he gets a green light shortly.
Well, just checking whether or not there's obstruction. But it's a play that they've persisted. We saw it in the first 40. Coming back down the middle. Coming back from where they've just come from.
Oh, yeah. Just keep working, okay? You don't want to give away silly ones like that.
Pulatua here on tackle 1, 10 metres out. They come the blind side. Pritchard, big unit for a second rower, an explosive customer. He plays it back and they come to Jones, a first receiver. Now to Webb, who's chiming in from fullback. A show and go, comes across to Soliola. He can create something out wide. And now going to ground is Tame Tupo. Side to side it was from New Zealand. Blair looking to bust them straight up the guts. He goes to ground.
Hasn't he looked threatening every time a ball in hand?
Jones across now to Pulatua. He goes to ground and there's one more to play with here. They need points. They need them now. It comes across to Ropati. He claims the try. He gets the try. And this game is not over, folks. Don't go anywhere. More than 20 minutes to go. And the Kiwis are back in this one on the back of the try to Ropati at 20 to 10. And there's a sitter of a conversion coming right up in a sec or two. What a try it was.
Sorry, DJ, there's also perhaps a sense of Hindmarsh. He's working overtime. Just clocked off for a slight second. This puts him back in the game.
Here's Thurston turning it back for O'Mealy. One ex-Bulldog to a current Bulldog. Cameron Smith, Thurston. Mason hits it up. Mason goes up the middle. Mason reaching out. Wreaking havoc since coming back on. Battered and bruised or not. Here's O'Mealy. There's the try. That should seal it. Mark O'Mealy bulldozes his way. The Bulldog strongman from close range. And that should seal it for the Kangaroos in this, the series opener. 24-12 with a kick coming up, 13 to go.
Well, they continue to go behind the ruck, and Mason comes from the right-hand side and gets the ball here from Thurston. Goes in behind a couple of his players there for sure, and then charges towards the line. That takes Webb out. And as they get set, Halatau and also Matai are out on this left-hand edge. And look where he goes, the big guy, straight between them. Good body presence, big unit, big frame. Squashes it with that big belly.
And Mark O'Mealy, what an enforcer he has been, of course, in recent times for the Bulldogs under Steve Folkes, one of the great dogs of war from the 1980s. And Jonathan Thurston starting a test match for the first time ever here tonight, following the retirement of the incomparable Andrew Johns. Representative retired, that is, of course. Here's the kick. He's just squeezed it in. He adds another 2, and mathematically it becomes so difficult, if not impossible now. The margin out to 14 with 11 to go. Here's Hodges. Out wide. 20 up from the goal line. They come back to Carmichael Hunt, first receiver. For and against, of course, need I remind you, gentlemen, so important for this series, as it is every year. What a tackle, what a rib tickler. Big hit from Vaughn. was just gobsmacked with the tackle, and why not? The Kangaroos have got a mission here. They're looking for more points. They are hungry. O'Mealy, he's got a big appetite. He plays it back to Cameron Smith. Lockyer. Thurston over the top in the corner. Greg Inglis on debut. Claims 4 points in the corner. He was denied earlier, but again, they will check it out upstairs.
Well, have they got it right? Thurston to Inglis looks spectacular, using the field, the full width. Some spectacular action. Darren Lockyer involved, questioning, did you get it down? The replay will tell us. Takes a high ball out in front. Does his foot touch the line? No. Oh, does so well to stay inside, and great finish.
Well, there's confirmation again. Not for the first time tonight. We have benefit of the doubt. It is a try on debut for the Queensland superstar in the making, Greg Inglis, and it is 30-12. The Thurston kick is waved away for the first time. 3 minutes to go here, and it's Australia at 30 points to 12. So it's purely academic, of course, at this point in time. Jones is still trying. So too Howard up the middle. He goes past Carmichael Hunt. Luckily for the Aussies, Matt King was back there to save the day. Looking for the consolation. Try in the final 60 seconds. And in the corner, they claim 4 points through Vatuvai. Once more, they will check the tape. Manu Vatuvai, this rampaging winger, in the corner here, subject to confirmation from high above. And it looks okay for mine on that replay. Again, the 2 men upstairs have conferred. They oblige from the New Zealand point of view. So the Kiwis looking to finish this on a positive note as best they can. The numbers are in the frame here with precious seconds remaining at 30-16 with a kick coming up. Jones from out wide has piloted this one between the uprights. 2 points to count. He converts the try at the death, and that is full time. 5 tries to 3. The Kangaroos start the Tri-Nations on a winning note. They get the job done here in Auckland, defeating the current champions, New Zealand, 30 points to 18.